Okay, so we're going to start. We're doing the Facebook parties. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of go over what I did originally. Let me make my screen bigger, and then I think I can. Hi, everybody. Oh, I see some faces now. And then I think, I haven't done this in a while, I can share, and I can actually show you, if you're not sure how to do a party, I can show you how to start a group. So I'll go kind of into details for you guys, but take some notes because I've learned a few things and I'm going to share those with you guys. So first and foremost, what I've learned is in the beginning when we did these parties, I was just doing it with that distributor or that person. And
Uh-oh.
Wait, what happened?
Leah, we can't hear you.
Hold on. I'm going to mute everybody and unmute Leah. Hold on. Okay. All right, Leah, hold on. Don't. Okay. Okay. Leah can.
Yeah.
There. Okay. All right. Keep going, girl.
Okay. Did you just miss that last little piece?
That
not
little
the whole
piece.
thing, right?
Yeah, no, just that last little piece.
So what I realized is it was effective to do one person with their 20 to 50 people. But the thing is, you want to have lots of interactions. So I typically like to release about 3 posts a day, 3 to 4 posts. And my timelines, when I figured out what was effective on Facebook, it was generally around 6:30 or 7 in the morning. Right at noon, people start checking their stuff again at break time. So around noon, I would post the other one. So about 11:30, I would release that one. And if you do an afternoon one, if you have 4 posts that day, I would do one about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the evening, right around that time. And then I like to do one about 7 o'clock because people after dinner are checking their Facebooks, right? I mean, I do.
Okay, let me stop you really quick. Let's, at the beginning of this recording, I want to make sure that we answer just a couple questions before we dive in. How many days are we talking? We're not doing, is this a 7-day or a 3-day or what?
You can do whatever you want. I tested lots of different theories, and I think the best one I have found so far is instead of doing a 7-day party, we're just calling it a social, and we're not saying it's a 7-day, or because it kind of is going to continue after that. We're going to keep this group and we're going to keep pouring stuff into the group.
Okay.
So my description does. Yeah, it can be, or you can say, I want to do this for 3 days. I have a lot of people asking questions about the molecule, and I'm going to do a 3-day, and you're going to release it really fast. You'll do like 7 posts a day.
And then how many posts total have you, I saw 20, is it 26 posts, or what are you at?
We're up to 26 right now, and that's.
Okay, total. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So the one that I think I like the best, I was running them at the same time. So I did a party for Lindsay, and that structure was like it was a 7-day structure. So it was like day 1, post 1, day 1, post 2. And they were literally specifically called out like that. So people can go back and see day 1, post 1, and so on. I also tested another one that was post number 1, post number 2, post number 3. I think I like that format better, and I think that our readers probably like that format better. So I like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, working yourself up there. It doesn't matter what day it is, because anyone that's coming into the group later, because that's a key thing, is we're going to always increase the number of people coming into that group. We're going to always ask everyone to add people and their friends to add people. And so I think that's a little more effective because they can see post 1, 2, 3, 4, not have to go by day, if that makes sense.
So let me, while you're talking about that, let me show them what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. So this is what she's talking about right here. Can you see number 26, number 18? And they do get jumbled when people comment. No big deal, but people can just scroll. There's post 27. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then you'll see in there, filtered in there is, testimonies that aren't numbered. We tried to number everything, but not everything is going to get numbered. We encourage the coaches, we call all the distributors coaches in the group, to go live, talk about their testimonies. Maybe they'll make a post here and there. They'll do welcome videos. So really keeping interaction going is really key, you guys. And what I have found, instead of doing the one party, with one distributor and just 20 or 50 friends, you can reach many more people if you have 4 of you distributors and adding all your friends, or 6 of you adding all your friends. It becomes a lot more effective. And then you also have, let's say, giveaways. If you want to do 4 giveaways or 6 giveaways, you just kind of have everyone ask them if they can contribute something to give away, and then you can do a prize. I have not been the best at prizes, I will be honest. I would love to see prizes like every day in there because people love to win stuff. But there are some key things you want to look at. So Dana, stay right there. You see how it shows the comments. There's 25 comments in this roll call. You want people to let you know that they're there. And underneath there, you'll see that there's 73 people that have seen that post, but there's 100 and something people in the group. So that's telling me a lot of people are not looking at this page yet. And the key thing for that, if you want to increase those numbers, is having every single person who invited friends to go live or to post something. Because when they see their friends posting something or going live, they're more inclined to bring them back into the party. Does that make sense so far?
Yes, and I want to add something in here. So I really love this, and you're probably going to talk about this, but let's go back to, see down here, you guys, where it shows some interaction here. See where it says seen by 73? When you hover over that, and this is from a computer, you can now go up here, see this up here? This will show you who's seen this. If you click into not seen, these are the people that have not seen this post yet, okay? So you can actually click into one, you can click in, scroll over. Well, listen, look, Dana Lombardi hadn't seen this. So when you click, let me move this out of the way here so I can see what I'm doing. When you click into here, you can scroll over their name and you can actually, well, that's me, that's dumb. So let's go to Nicole. You can actually see Nicole. Now I can click down here, I can click message, and then I can chat with her, say, hey, Nicole, I wanted to remind you that our event is starting now. Make sure to check in. We're getting our party started. And so you can start interaction privately that way as well. And again, people who've invited them, if you invited them, you would send the message. Yes. If it's somebody that you didn't invite, then you want to just encourage your host to send that message, or you can take it a little step further. If you really want to spend good time to get people there, reach out to the person that invited them and say, hey, I noticed that Nicole hadn't seen this post. Send her a little message letting her know that our party's started. So, and then I'm going to say one more thing. I'm going to give it right back to you, Leah. Yeah. You can also explain to people. So when we're coming in here, I'm going to click this party again. Okay. And when people comment, right, these are not going to be in order, okay? So what you can do is you can explain to people that are new to the party and say the party's halfway through, say go over to the search bar and type in number 1. And they're searching for, there's number 1, okay? Then they can go number 2. And then they can go number 3, and they can work their way through each post without missing one in order. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Take it away,
Lindsay has a question.
Okay, let me stop. I can't see them. Let me stop sharing so I can see y'all again now. Yes, Linz.
Sorry, I had to find the unmute button. Is that option that you just showed us also available on a phone, or is it only on a laptop or computer?
On phone. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Lindsay, on the phone, it's on the search. So when you're in that page, on the very top, there's a search little, what is it called? I can't think of it. Your magnifying glass, and you can just type 1 and it'll come up. And 2.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay, yeah. Thanks.
So Lindsay, in your party, we did it a little different. And then Cohen's, and then same time I did Lisa's party at the same time with her people. And we did the 1, 2, 3, and I like that better. And we can always go back into your party and change it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're talking about this thing, right?
Yeah, I'm actually pointing like I'm showing you. Yeah, that thing.
Okay.
And you
say
cool. 1, 2. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so these parties are really structured, you guys. Number 1, I know we love sales, but if your heart is really in this to do the right thing, these parties are really they're about education, right? So we want to educate people on what the molecule is, how is it found. I love the educational part. I love the science behind it. So make sure, you guys will have the content. You guys can use the content. You can modify it, whatever you want to do with it. But it's really designed that if we are truly giving education about what this molecule is, and hopefully we have 500 people on our page, that's the goal, or 1,000. If we're really truly showing them the education and showing them how it all works, they're not going to be 30-day people and fall out, right? So we want to make sure that is really an educational piece. It also will talk about how to get started. So we do go over the starter kit and the maintenance kit. Testimonies are really important. Giveaways are fun, but truly having everybody participate. So I'm going to go through. Dana, do you want to just quickly show someone if they're not Facebook friendly? Michelle, you're driving, huh? I just noticed that. If you're not Facebook friendly, Dana, will you go and just go to the group part and show how to create a group page? And your group page can be called anything you want to be. So I have lots of different ones. We were doing Lisa's 7-day party or Lindsay's 7-day party. Then we went to, some people didn't want it to be called a party because it sounds like it's too salesy, like they have to buy something. So then we changed them to socials or discovering this amazing molecule or the 411 about this molecule, whatever you want to be. And I think that it's better to maybe have it more of an educational piece or this life-changing molecule, whatever you guys want to call it. Your group can be called anything. So Dana is, of course, on her desktop, and this is what it looks like when you go into groups. And she's going to create a group at the very bottom. There it says create a group. She's going to click on that. This is what it shows you. Name of group. You can create whatever you want, and you can go change it whenever you want to. The skinny on the molecule. It's great. Should I steal that one from you? I won't. And then you can add some people. The people that you want to add are, of course, your distributors. They're going to be helping you with the party. So add them right away. Let them know you're sending them. They're going to be getting this join this party, whatever it's called. I love the name. I try to keep it short and sweet, but I love that name. So she's going to add me. And we're going to keep this really important. You keep it as a closed group. And you can go in and change that group to private, I think to secret or something like that. But make sure it is a closed group. It's not a public group. Okay. And then once she, and I'm going to, oh, wait, before you hit create, there's pin to shortcuts on the very bottom. It's okay. I think it's going to go now. You want to pin that to your shortcuts. That way, when you're on here, you'll see Dana has on her shortcut, it's not magic, it's a molecule. So then it's really easy to access every time you want it. You don't have to go searching for it. It's just right there. So pin it. You can go back in and pin it by hitting more on these little, underneath the cover page, there's something called more. Yep. And you can go pin to shortcuts right there too, once you've created it. Okay. So pin that. That's really important. Then you're going to upload a photo. Dana and I will provide you guys with some covers. I have 2 different ones that I use. And once you do that, you'll want to go back in. If Lindsay and I were to, let me do that. As soon as Lindsay and I were to join that group, then Dana can go in and add us as admin. And you want to add people as admin that are just distributors or going to go live or going to contribute to the party. You can make them admin.
So the way to do that is click members. Okay. And Lindsay accepted my invite. So you click these little buttons, these little 3 buttons next to her name, and I'm going to make admin.
Yep.
Okay. And if you're asking them to go live, especially, you definitely want to make them admin so that they don't just go live and it's never seen until you approve it onto the wall. So, okay. All right. What else do you want to?
Okay. The other thing I want to do is, let me go through my notes here. Oh, I can't get out of this.
Do you do a welcome post in here?
What I do is I do some notes for the distributors or I call either hosts or coaches, and I'll send them usually kind of like a little tip ideas. If you have never done a party, I'll send that to you. It's just kind of like, hi, introduce me as blah, 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 because I'm going to be doing a lot of posts, right? So introduce me on the group, start adding your friends, send your friends, and I kind of copy and paste a little idea of what they can send to their friends. So the more you have outlined for your host or your people to do, the easier it's going to be for them to do it. So if you can do copy and paste type of things, and they can modify or edit that, I like everyone to get a messenger or some kind of note saying, hey, I added you to this group. We're going to really be talking about the science and the education part of the molecule. Feel free to add your friends. And then you can copy and paste the group URL in that and send it to people. So that's a tip that I normally give to all my hosts, or if they're distributors, that they can pass on to their people. So do a welcome post. We kind of introduce each other. The other one that Lisa did, I like that she posted a picture of all the coaches, which I thought was a great idea. So I encourage, if you have quite a few coaches, that you kind of put their pictures and a little bio or something of them.
I love that idea, introducing the other coaches. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Writing that one down.
So this party could, it does take a little bit of time on the back end. The fact that you guys will have copy and paste posts, that is going to help you so much. And so basically you can go in and copy and paste those posts. It's really easy on the phone. Literally will take you 3 seconds on the phone, or on your copy and paste on your computer as well. But scheduling them is really nice. That's a nice feature in the groups, that you can schedule your posts. So if you want to do release 3 a day, or if you want to do this party really fast and do 7 a day, you can literally take post 1, 2, 3 and schedule them in for tomorrow if you're starting a party tomorrow. And you can do 3 days ahead of time if you want to. And that way it allows you time to interact and kind of check everything and then talk on the back end. So I open a messenger with like Lindsay and her team. We have a messenger group, and we'll say, okay, what's going on today? Or who wants to go live today? Or, how about a giveaway today? Or so we kind of talk on that back end and coordinate. And here's the thing, here's the beauty about adding quite a few different distributors under you, is because everyone has full-time jobs, or many people have full-time jobs. And so where we kind of help each other out is if let's say Lindsay's working this afternoon and we're on a full-on party, then I know that I need to be more active in the evening, or one of the other distributors needs to be a little more active in the evening. So we always have some energy going on in there. We always have something going on.
Great. Okay, before we go on, Michelle Paris, unmute yourself, hun. Or here, I'll unmute you. Okay, go. Question.
I have a
Nope.
question.
There you go.
Message, and they limit how many people you can invite or send a message to when you're in a private group like this. Is there limitations on how many people you can invite?
No, I've had a few people invite their entire, you guys may have gotten an invitation for some of these, because I've had a few people invite their entire list of friends. And so you can invite whoever you want. So I have once not had a lot of time to invite my friends, and I had to go through and kind of invite people that I knew were interested, or, and I invited some that I didn't know, and they still joined. So that was nice. But I do like to give them a messenger, a private message. Hey, I'm doing this group. But if you can't, start inviting. The important thing is to get people on there and then to join the party. So there's a couple things we have to overcome to get the number we want. If we want to get 100 people in the first few days, then we all just start inviting people and do it the right way. But as the party goes on, I just continue to invite a few other people and invite more people. And I want your friends to be able to do that. So it's really important they hear that message.
Cool. Haley, go ahead and unmute yourself. And Terry, we're not currently sharing the screen right now. We're just back to the group. Go ahead, Haley.
Okay, so I hope this makes sense, but I heard you mentioned in the beginning that you keep these groups open. So what my question is I have new people that I'm inviting to the parties, but how am I supposed to keep adding to them? It's Not Magic, It's a Molecule group as well, because they're getting confused there. So
okay,
that's my question. Is it taken away from adding them to that group, or I'm not?
Okay, so let me answer that. This is a way for, I love to add people. You absolutely should always add them into It's Not Magic, the Molecule, because it's a larger platform, right? So what this group was really designed for is for people who I haven't asked, or haven't asked me about the molecule, and I haven't added them to It's Not Magic, It's a Molecule. This group is really designed to the first contact of learning about the molecule. So I get them in there, I have them learn about it. And then in our posts, we say, there's a group that you can see more testimonies and you can see other things. So it's like a way to get them into, it's not magic, it's a molecule, if they've been kind of closed-minded to it. So
Perfect.
I use it as a great way to get people into the group.
Okay.
And I'm going to add to that because I've been doing these online parties with my previous company, and I have found I become really overwhelmed myself with groups, and I get to those days where I just go remove, 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 and I remove myself from all these groups. So we are being sensitive about doing too many. So personally, I would create the group. I kind of like the idea of saying this will be a 3 to 7 day party so that on the day 3, you can say, okay, I hope you all got all the information you were looking for. Who's ready to order? You can do that call to action. Day 7, day 3, doesn't matter, day 5, right? Mm-hmm. But in that party, I know that the ones that I've participated with Leah on, there's been a post. If you are not part of Magic, it's not Magic, it's a Molecule, comment below, we'll get you added, or you can put the link to that group in there and they can request to join, which I don't love as much because I really would like people to be adding them so that the admins can figure out where to send people back. And eventually that group will become really super quiet, and you won't use it all the time because the party's done. But days like today, you could jump back in there and say, wow, 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 our dots are here for a limited time only. Check back to the group or log into your back office and get your dots ordered. That will reawake some people that maybe haven't been participating in the big group. But I wouldn't continually comment on that beyond, when your party's over in 7 days, I would maybe have it go 2 more weeks beyond that and then start to quiet that group so people don't get overwhelmed with being in tons of groups. That's my 2 cents.
Mm-hmm. That's a great point, Stina. So I say I keep it open. So right now, the groups that ended their 7-day parties, they're pretty quiet right now. We did introduce the dots are coming out yesterday, so we made sure they knew that. And they're somewhat quiet, but so when our packets come out and the Prio's back, we're going to go live and just tell people about that. So it's a great platform to just go back and talk about that. And then we'll do an incentive for anyone who does order more than a certain amount of points in that timeline.
Well, and I like being able to keep the incentive small because we can't do them anymore, and it's a molecule very much. It costs tremendous amounts of money to do that, and so being able to do that in a smaller genre is really nice. So, Leah, let's address another question really quick. When you have your, you're doing a party and it's your whole downline, again, same rule applies. We're not going to put anybody's websites in the group. We're going to continue to talk about those offline through a private message, right?
Yes. So what tends to happen so far, what's happened in these parties is whoever added them, if somebody goes in the party and says, oh, I have a question about this, we make sure that distributor that added them is the one that's communicating with them. Of course, we'll chat in if it's like we know they're busy, but it obviously they take it offline and then they share their link. Yeah, we never share links in that party. We'll say contact your host or who added you to the party type of thing. Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay.
Let's see. Trying to think of some other great things. There's a lot of little details that you learn along the way, of course. Let me see.
While you're thinking, I have a question.
Yeah.
Where are we getting all the graphics from? Like, I don't want to reinvent the wheel. You guys already
The
have
4. Yep. Yeah. We're just a little behind on getting those in, but I thought it was okay to do that until now. Today is what I'll be working on. I think Leah can work on it a little bit, but we'll get the post in there, and we'll probably do a couple different graphic options because you'll do a party this week, and then next week you may do another party in a different group, and you may have some of the same people that will end up in that other party, maybe the ones that haven't ordered, or they're now the hostess of that party or whatever. So for post number 1, we may give you 3 or 4 different welcome graphics, and you can do with what you want, but we'll put all the verbiage in there so you literally can copy and paste it.
I want to say 2 other things. So after you're done with a 7-day party, if it's called a 7-day party, go back into the group and edit the name of the party so that people know like that 7 day is over. And when you change the name, every single person who is in the party gets a notification. So it's great to I'm getting ready to do that with the 411 group, Lindsay's group. We can come up with a new name and I'll change it, but it notifies everybody. And I want to do it probably when we know that the pre-now's back. So it kind of alerts everybody and then we get some momentum in there. So those are great things to do. You can change covers. That also alerts everybody in there. And we tested something new in Lindsay's party, which is we did a bilingual. So we did an English post and then we did a Spanish post because we had a few Spanish people in there. Yeah, so that's been that was a tester, right? We're just testing a lot of different things and seeing what works and what doesn't. And I have to encourage everyone. Some people are great at lives. You guys have no problem going live. You feel great and confident about yourself, but many, many people are scared to death to go live. And I will say this for the recording for anyone who's going to watch this later. If you are afraid to go live, it's like riding a bike. I feel a lot more comfortable at it today than I did my very first time I went live. I was I wanted to crawl in my shell the very first time that I did it live, right? And I didn't know what to say. And so I have to tell you, I had to tell myself, where I felt like maybe God was telling me, get out of your own way, lady.
Yes,
get out of your own way and just speak and just talk. And who cares if you stumble and fall the first few times? And every time I have done that, you guys, I have had 1 to 3 sales from that live. Every time.
Lives are so important. I'm gonna jump in here too, because I've noticed a difference. Even just you, Leah, you seem a little more comfortable. But here's the thing: you'll notice when I go live, I swirl sometimes. I'll go like this. I'll go, "What's going on with that hair right there?" People just want to see normal. They just want to feel like they're sitting across the table talking with you, and they want to see you're real. Because if you're scripted, then it's like you're reading this stuff, and they're like, okay, that seems automated, right? But there was time when I first started my doing lives, nerve wracking. I know it doesn't seem like that because now I can get on, no big deal, right? But I will even say, you guys, I've got something amazing to tell you. And I took some notes because I don't want to forget any detail. So forgive me, but here's the deal. And then you go on, you just start talking and then you look at the notes and go, oh, I almost forgot. That makes you look like real, and people can go, I can do that if she's reading off a note card. So live. That's Facebook actually really puts lives in the feed of anybody that's connected. So anybody that's in that group for the party, you will be on their timeline, on their, their homepage timeline, because Facebook puts lives first. And it really does give you more interaction, and it gives you more traction with the people that are watching. So I can't preach enough about that.
Can I say something really quick?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because this is recorded, I won't name names, but I have a girl on my team that was terrified to even do our team phone call, not even be seen, but be heard, and had to really encourage her to do it. And she did it. And you could tell she was really nervous, but she got her point across. And then she did a live on our team page, on our molecule page, or excuse me, our party page. And she was still pretty nervous, and she's done another live since then. And each time it's like, I can almost cry. I get so excited for her because I can see her coming out of her shell. And it gave her an option. It gave her that opportunity to go back to the people she had added and say, hey, did you happen to catch my live? It gives you, instead of just cold messaging them, it gives you an opportunity to be like, oh, well, if you haven't, check it out. If you haven't heard my story, I'd love for you to hear it. So I've just seen her grow up, so to speak.
Awesome.
I don't have issues with the camera or stage, so I don't understand that, but I see it. I see it happening. I see people get nervous, and it so quickly, like you said, Leah, it's just like 1, 2, 3 lives and you're golden. Like,
it's like riding a bike. You just got to keep doing it. You feel more comfortable. Yeah, we just have to learn to get out of our way, because honestly, it took me so much longer to get where I'm at, but I would have probably gotten there sooner had I just put myself out there a little bit sooner. So we live and learn, right?
Corey, go ahead and unmute yourself.
So mine is, my question is about the lives. My daughter and I did one for the 7-day Meet the Molecule that Ashley's running right now. And I posted it shared it on my personal page. Have you guys found that if it was recorded in a private group, that it doesn't carry over, that no one can see it unless they're in the group, or does it carry over?
No, only people in the group can see it.
Okay.
So if there's 100 people in that group and you go live, every 100 of those, you will show up on their feed at whatever time they get on Facebook, because Facebook makes sure that lives are seen.
Okay, so because it was recorded in the private group, even though it was shared on a public page later, they can't see it?
Nope.
I tried to play around with the settings, and
Yeah.
I made my husband unfollow the private group.
Yeah.
And it could still be seen, and I've had some people say they saw it, but then I had some people say that it said content not available. So
Well, it's not unfollow. He would still be able to see it if he's still part of the group. He would literally have to leave the group,
okay.
and then he would not be able to see it. So if
Okay.
they're in the group, they will see it. If they are not, they're not. So it's like anything in the molecule group, people can't share it out. The only people that can see it when they do share it out are the people that are in the group. So I don't worry too much when people try to share out, because nobody can see it unless they're in the group anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Perfect.
So there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any other points? We're going to get those graphics up in, it'll be in the photo album section. The album will be called Online Social or Facebook Social or something. We'll give you some banners. With each picture, there will be verbiage. Leah, maybe you start at number 1 and work your way down. I'll start at number 27 and work my way up, and then eventually we'll have all of them in there. And you can use the group the exact same way in that photo album, the exact same way that I just explained. You can search number 1 and it'll pull it up, but it'll all be in that album. So it should be pretty organized.
So I'm going to recap really quick. So I'm going to do a party. I'm going to go, if you're doing it on your phone, that's great. You can go to groups. When you're on your Facebook, go to groups, and then you can type in your group name, add your people to it, your distributors, and then do a cover page. So you'll be able to go to the 4 and in that photo album, literally, if you have those 2 pinned on your groups, it's going to be a lot easier for you. You don't have to go searching for stuff. You'll be literally able to copy the verbiage, post 1, right, copy, and paste it into your other group. Does that make sense? Paste it into your new group. And then you'll save the picture before you do that. So save the picture on your phone, copy, and then take it to your new group, your party group, and then paste it and add that picture and schedule it. Boom, done with 1 post. It'll be that easy.
Yep. All right, any other questions, you guys? We did this in a half an hour. We are high five. That was good.
If I'm missing anything, I'll try to put notes if you're going to put this in the 4, but
yeah, as soon as it's done streaming, I'll put it up there so everybody can watch it.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you. Can you hear me, guys?
Yep, go for it. You have a question?
I do. So can we do like a practice one together, maybe, or do like a big group one?
No, you got this.
Screw it up.
We don't need to. You got this. It is going to be easy. You can call me if you have questions.
Yeah, I think I kind of remember like how to create a group, and it's just been a while since I created.
I'll do one with you.
Leverage from what we do. I don't want to create a wheel.
Amy, I'll do one with you. Maybe Michelle, you and I can team up, and we 3 can do it with her downline, your downline, and I'll do one with you. And you guys, listen. If you want any other sideline whose story you really like, if you want me to come into your party, invite me to the party, make me an admin, send me a private message. This is exactly what Leah did. Can you please go live? And she gives me 2 date options, today or tomorrow or the whatever day. Can you please go live? And then commit. I will commit to a day. Yes, I will go live on this day. Now Leah will go back into that group and introduce me. She'll put my profile picture and say, meet Dana. Be watching for her live. She's going to share her story and the science, whatever she's asked me to do. So I'm willing to do that for all of you. If you are under the Leah umbrella, she is willing to help you do that. If you're under the Stacia umbrella, she is willing to do that for you. I'm speaking for her, but I know she's a leader. Ashley, if you're under that umbrella, she's willing to do it for you. And let's, whatever it takes to help you get your orders landed and your questions answered and that energy going. You just have to ask. I'm happy to do it. Happy to do it.
One more thing. since we have shared this, my team and I are sharing this with you guys, we ask one thing from you guys. If you have something that's amazing going on in your party and it just works for you, and maybe we haven't tried that, can we all kind of share that?
Yes.
That'd be really helpful.
Yes,
Because this is a
absolutely.
learning experience, right? And so things are going to work and things aren't going to work. So I would love to know what's working for you guys.
Cool. Corey, you have another question?
I do. Okay.
Go for
So I've got multiple conversations going on. A girlfriend who's yet to come aboard, I guess I will say, is very, very, very public voice in the vaccine community. And she's wanting to know, because I've just been sending her research specific to that, building an immune system in someone who's unvaccinated. She wants to know if the party can be built to specifically target that. She's willing to run a social, but she doesn't want like the copy and paste. Has anyone done anything like that? Maybe not just towards vaccines or the lack of vaccines.
Well, that's the beauty of doing a small group. You can do it however you want according to your demographic. So I plan on doing a skincare one, and I'm going to invite everyone on my friends list that's involved with any skincare company or that does makeup tutorials or whatever. And our party will just be about that skincare line with the emphasis on transfer factor. You know, transfer factor will be in our mask that's got collagen. What's a transfer factor? We'll talk about also nourishing the body from the inside out. So yes, you can absolutely do a really niche-y theme if you want.
Okay. And then let's share those. Like, if you could invite me to your skincare line.
Yes. Oh, stop it, girl. But
Dina, you better invite us all to your skincare line.
Of course.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to ask, because I wanted to do a spa one. I'm like, why couldn't we focus on specific things? So you just answered my question.
You can. Absolutely. Awesome. Yes.
And again, like Dana said, we don't want to have a ton of different groups going on at one time. So if we can kind of coordinate,
totally
like
understand
who's doing skincare or whatever. I also want to do a restart one. So, you know, pretty soon I want to do a restart one. We could throw people in the restart. And if people want to help me with that, I'd love to hear them participating in that every day. So there's lots of great ideas. Yes.
July is a good month to do that because you can do that reset twice a year. January and July seems to be perfect.
July 8th. I want to do it July 8th. So I better
Yes, let's do it. Invite us all so we can see it specific to that.
Okay.
I love this. Can we all give each other like a virtual high five? Wait, let me make it a gallery view. Okay, ready? Go. High five.
Boom.
All right, let me
I did a 10. Sorry, I did a 10.
That's okay. I'll stop the recording. But we can keep talking. Anybody's got questions here, we'll do that. And then we can talk also in the 4. And then Leah and I've got some work to do to get you guys all these graphics.